Hey guys, Beardo here, and we're doing another reaction video to Nuke's top 5. This one is called Top 10 Scary Ghost Videos to Make You Close the App. If you want to hang out with me live over on twitch.tv/BeardoGeekLive to watch me play some horror games, head on over. But for now, get into Nuke's Top 10 Scary Ghost Videos to Make You Close App. What we got today, Nuke?
Ghosts caught on camera. Mistaken identity.
30 minutes.
Next few videos were uploaded to TikTok by a widower from Tennessee who prefers to keep his identity anonymous. He says that he's experienced some odd things in his house over the last 11 years, but recently the activity has become much more extreme. He sets up security cameras to capture the bizarre incidents, and he says that he believes that the spirit might be the ghost of his beloved deceased wife coming back to visit him. So early one morning before heading out to work, the man walks into the kitchen to discover this.
Well, as you can see, it's morning, guys. This is just a quick update because I got to get to work. But when I got up this morning to get my coffee, I walked into the kitchen and saw this. So I guess you guys were right that activity seems to be picking up because I have been, doing renovations. I replaced all this stuff, this dishwasher, this stove, the oven hood there. But this morning when I came into the kitchen, I noticed the cabinet was open. And then I noticed this chair. So I checked the Ring video, and it definitely freaked me out.
Footage of it being moved? Ooh. No. I can't work out how you would do that. For the chair to go from there to there, this area, you couldn't see the bottom of the chair. That, I would have said, could be easily faked. Somebody just laying on the floor pulling the chair. But then for it to go, if somebody had a wire, they'd have to pull it this way and then be up this way on camera to pull it there. Two wires. When it's been pulled behind the side that you can't.
Cam footage, it shows a chair sliding all around the kitchen on its own, and then a pale white.
That figure, I would say, is Matrix in, but it reacts or interacts with the chair, so that paranormal. I mean, paranormal is the definition of something that cannot be explained by anything normal. That is paranormal. Getting pulled over there could be somebody there with a wire, but sped that video up, so somebody's not going to be laying there. They couldn't have been there with a wire to pull the chair that way and then that way. You'd have to have a wire this way. Somebody could be here with a wire and pull it. Then you need somebody up here with a wire to pull, and then somebody behind there pull. There'd be a wire on the top of the chair to tip it over.
Figure seems to appear from nowhere,
and that figure appearing
tosses the chair to the floor. But things are about to take an even more terrifying turn, because one day the man starts to hear something walking up and down his hallway. He goes to investigate, and what happens next chills him to his core.
Hey everyone, remember I said I didn't know how I'd react if this thing started touching me?
Oh wow.
It started walking towards me.
Why was he scared?
Feel my hand on my back. And I heard someone whisper,
was faint. But when I heard it walking away from me, I finally felt like I could move, and I ran, the whispering. It wasn't one voice.
Not one voice. I don't think it's your wife, bro.
It was, a lot of people. His people seemed stuck. They were all saying, help me.
He is genuinely upset.
My, hall walker is back.
Oh, he's got footage of it.
I'm gonna go into the hallway and see if I can hear. That sounds like it's down at the end of the hallway. Right back there.
Wow.
That felt like somebody's right standing behind me.
Wow.
That was somebody right behind
I mean, let's assume this guy is not an actor of any sort. He genuinely looks terrified and upset. I mean, not an actor. That looked genuine, very genuine to me. Filming himself in his car while he's still that upset as well. I mean, not an easy thing for a lot of men to do, is to show themselves being that vulnerable and upset. That is freaky, and there was definitely help me voices there. Different help me voices.
me. It felt like their face was right here. Like they were really tall. That's not my wife.
Not your wife,
the
bro.
man weeps
Get an exorcist.
uncontrollably as he explains that he felt a hand on his back and heard multiple voices that seemed to be begging him for help.
Help us. Oh. Oh.
The man no longer believes that the presence haunting his home is the spirit of his deceased wife. He now believes that it might be multiple spirits, or perhaps even something more sinister. But what do you think is going on here? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. What's wrong with this picture? This next spooky video was posted to Reddit by a mysterious account that has since disappeared. The Reddit user claimed that a friend took a very odd iPhone Live photo of their family. Now, for those who don't know, an iPhone Live photo records 1.5 seconds of video before and after a picture is taken. So the photographer says that everyone in this picture was accounted for, except for one disturbing extra.
What? Holy shit. That's something crawl. Oh.
As the photo is taken, a bizarre white figure on all fours appears out of nowhere and crawls out of sight. Strangely enough, whatever this is was not there in the photo and just seems to appear out of thin air. According to the Reddit post, the person who recorded the live photo has no idea who or what this could be.
That's freaky.
So, what do you think this is?
Could be a camera glitch, but that looks like something crawling away.
For the last 3 years, Lee from the paranormal YouTube channel Really Haunted has been documenting terrifying paranormal activity
Now, I recorded a full video on this guy, on this channel. I spent a good few hours editing it and falling hook, line, and sinker into everything. Truly believing this guy is haunted by some evil spirit. And somebody in my comment section pointed out in a top 5 video, he's been outed as a fake. He has a warning at the beginning of his episode saying this is for entertainment purposes only. And it looks like it's all fake, which is really, really disappointing. Like the last guy who was really upset about what was going on in his life, in his house, this guy would make a mockery of people that are genuinely upset and genuinely believe. And it's things like this that will make, or it's people like this faking things for YouTube hits that will tarnish the reputation of people legitimately suffering, or people legitimately trying to prove the existence of an afterlife. You know, for some people, it's a very real belief. I'm still undecided 100% either way. But this shouldn't be... Why fake it? Well, I know why he's faking it. Money. But I fell for this guy's videos. So let's have a look. See if we can spot anything that is fake here.
Activity that he and his wife have been experiencing inside their home in England. The supernatural events have become increasingly more extreme and violent throughout the years.
As he's getting more views, yeah.
He's desperate to find a solution to his paranormal problem.
Hi guys, so over the last few nights it's been absolutely crazy in the house. I don't remember the last time I had a good night's sleep lately, if I'm being honest.
All that editing and special effects.
Now Lee keeps static cameras set up in his bedroom and living room that constantly record. Late one night, he and his wife Stacy are sleeping peacefully in bed when the static camera catches something truly unnerving.
Dogs look at each other like, what the fuck? I mean, if you're doing this on purpose of freaking your dogs out, you're a knob. This is the other thing with this channel. 3 videos I've watched. This camera looking up there, there's always something in that corner. Why not put a camera in there looking at that corner? Unless something to hide. Speaking it. Apparently there is a video or a channel on YouTube that have debunked nearly every one of his videos. Green something. I'll try and find it. But a lot of this guy's stuff has been debunked. It's a shame. Because people will believe this and he's getting monetized for it. You go.
These poor little dogs grow increasingly upset as they hear loud bangs coming from somewhere in the house.
Then and if you are faking it, then it's not fair on the dogs.
Up into the air by some sort of odd smoke-like entity. Lee decides to change up his recording equipment and adds an SLS Connect camera to the mix to see what it might capture. Late one night when Lee is alone and fast asleep in bed, this happens.
Does his wife work nights or something? I don't know how you'd fake this. Programming it, digitally adding this in. I don't know. The fact he's put a disclaimer on to say this is for entertainment purposes only just tells me everything I need to know, though. Because he doesn't want to get demonetized or sued or something for faking. I've seen a lot of channels using these SLSs and they're never this consistent. I mean, imagine if that was real, holy shit. I almost wish this was real.
The SLS camera picks up a figure walking around Lee's bedroom.
Done a very good job of figuring that.
Interest in Lee's bedside table. The figure then climbs onto the bed. Next, it seems to creepily lean right over Lee to violently knock over the bedside table. Later, a static camera in the living room records something absolutely terrifying.
Why is it flickering like that?
Did you see it? As the light flickers on and off for just a fraction of a second, a very tall, dark figure can be seen standing in Lee's living room. Lee says that this footage is the creepiest thing he's ever recorded in his home, and it has left him terrified. But what do you think is going on here? Is Lee's home, quote, really haunted? You can watch many more scary videos of Lee's paranormal encounters over on his YouTube channel, Really Haunted. Before we move on to the next video, if you see anything that you think should be included in the top 5, contact us at nukestop5@gmail.com.
Really disappointed that Really Haunted is not Really Haunted, and that he's had to put a disclaimer on his videos because people, I'm guessing somebody with special effects knowledge or After Effects knowledge has worked out what he's doing. And that's a shame.
Watch your back. This next video was sent directly to me by Nuke's Top 5 viewer Elias, who lives in Brazil. Elias says that he usually records videos while playing the piano just to help him memorize the chords that he's learned. But this time, he accidentally records something very creepy.
What?
Elias is terrified when he sees a dark silhouette standing behind him in the reflection of his TV. He quickly turns around, but there's nothing there. So could Elias have recorded a paranormal entity on camera? As always,
maybe.
I leave it up to you to decide.
That'd freak me out.
Paranormal investigation team Ochai, Uchida, Nagao, and cameraman Minaguchi from the YouTube channel Zozozo traveled to the allegedly haunted Shinshu Kanko Hotel in Nagano, Japan. The ominous sprawling hotel was built in 1951 and now resembles a creepy maze-like structure after repeated expansions and renovations for over 46 years. The hotel eventually declared bankruptcy in 1997 and was left abandoned.
What a waste.
And now here's where things get weird. because not one but 3 different demolition companies have attempted to tear down the Shinshu Kanko Hotel. All of them failed, went bankrupt, and were forced to stop.
Not a very good demolition company.
The managing director of one of those companies just disappeared completely. Another demolition manager claimed that he was pushed down a staircase by some invisible force. Workers on the demolition teams found the experience unnerving. They would complain of hearing the unexplained creepy laughter of women throughout the hotel's winding halls. Many believe that the maze-like construction of the hotel is the reason why spirits have become lost and trapped in an eternal search for the way back out. While the Zozozo team explores the large hotel, they begin to hear disturbing sounds coming from somewhere nearby.
That is a cool shit. Again, like any abandoned place, there could be homeless people living there, real people there, animals. We'll see. That sounds like a cat. Or a door. That could be a door squeaking.
我々以外にいるんじゃないですか。普通にその肝試しに来てる地元の方。
ちょっとさ、音が異常だよね。普通に歩いてる感じの音だよね。
誰かが動いてる音。扉開けたり、足音だったり、なんかどかしたり、普通に誰かとバッティングしてる可能性はあるんで。
バッティングだったらまだいいけど。
Other ghost
The
hunters.
sound of footsteps and something that sounds almost like the cries
Squatters.
of a child. They wonder if they might not be alone in the building, but they continue to explore. That's when they spot something terrifying.
の建物の構造ですよこれ。
めっちゃ足音した。何？何？
あそこなんですか？
わかんない。
あれ人じゃないか？
わかんない。
見えないですか？一番の突き当たりの扉みたいな穴開いてますよね。穴っていうか。あそこ人立ってないですか？カメラ見てもらえます？
わかんない。別に来るけど。何？怖いよ。
I'd be scared, but it could be another person. Which sometimes is scarier than the paranormal.
ちょっと待って。
I'm not seeing it.
すいません。
びっくりともしないですよ。見えますよね。
見えますね。
気
づくと僕は確かに見えるんです。
すいません。動かないもん。
I can't see a person.
一応消えましょ
Oh, look.
そう言われたらそうにしか見えないんだもん。
めちゃくちゃ震える。
でもさ、本当違う、さすがに違うよね。
Nothing there.
いやわかんないですけど。
いやもうちょっとや。
あの木ですか？違いますよね。ちょっと待って。
なんかちょっと鳥肌が止まらないんですけど。
ちょっと。外だ。
木で違う？
木っすね。人隠れてるとかマジで本当に怖い。外完全に外。もう外ほら建物終わってる。
うわ。崖じゃん。下崖じゃん。
The Zozozo team sees someone standing in a doorway at the end of a hall and start to freak out. When the dark footage is enhanced, it becomes clear that there is indeed an odd figure just standing there, seeming to stare right at them.
Now I can see it.
As they move closer to investigate, the figure now seems to have disappeared into thin air.
There's no way for it to go, though.
But that's not all.
Oh,
Because the most
it was there
disturbing
then.
encounter of the night is something that the group did not even notice. At one point, the team splits up to explore different parts of the building. Uchida and Nagao are alone and making their way towards the rooftop when they capture something absolutely terrifying.
長年手つかずだったところが去年の秋に解体が始まった。
去年の2018年の秋頃に、違う6月か6月に始まって去年の2018年の秋頃に、
それがピタッと
ピタッと止まっちゃったんだよね。それから8回
There was somebody stood there.
Did you see it?
With the back
Uchida
to
and
him.
Nagao are completely unaware as they walk right past someone standing in one of the hotel rooms. The creepy stranger is facing the wall, seemingly unconcerned as the two investigators pass.
Again,
The
could be a real
Zozozo team
person,
never
but
even
still
noticed
freaky.
this person while filming. The figure was pointed out in YouTube comments. The Zozozo team has no idea who this is. They believe that it could just possibly be one of the spirits trapped in the old hotel.
Or somebody
But
messing
what
with
do
you.
you think these eerie apparitions could be? Let me know down below.
Don't know about that.
Exploration gone wrong. 26-year-old Magnus Rizmir has always had an interest in hiking, and his YouTube channel is dedicated to his explorations of the beautiful countryside of Norway.
Wow.
Almost all of his videos
What a
show
view.
him hiking, canoeing, or camping, except for one. There is one very bizarre video that Magnus claims was sent to him by a friend.
Oj, va? Gamle driten her,
Well, the creepiest looking place. Is that him knocking to see if there's somebody there? There's still power there. Odd. Why would there be power on if it's been abandoned for ages? I mean, is it abandoned or is it just a shithole? Heavy breathing. Thanks for clearing that up. There's power there, so there could potentially be...
Magnus's friend is out hiking in the middle of nowhere and discovers an old abandoned house. He decides to investigate inside, but regrets his decision almost immediately as something or someone scares the living out of him. Now, whether this video is paranormal, a prank, or maybe even just a very unlucky encounter with a squatter, we'll never know.
That'd freak me out.
What do you think? Real? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
Weird. Possibly a real person, but I'd have shit my pants
The
and
road
gone.
less traveled. TikTok user Rifki from Bengkulu, Indonesia says that he was returning from a quick trip to pick up some items at the local convenience store. But on his way back home, he has a terrifying encounter.
Oke guys, gue baru dari Indomaret dan gue abis belanja di Indomaret dan sekarang waktu mau balik ke kos dan di ujung itu kayak ada orang atau apa gue nggak tahu ya guys, dan ini cuma jalan satu-satunya untuk ke kos gue gitu.
Wait.
Oke, kita deketin aja ya, oke? Pelan-pelan. Gue nggak tahu ini orang atau enggak ya.
Oh. I was gonna say, is it a real person in a shadow, solid form? But yeah, way. Didn't hear any footsteps. We were running.
Hilang guys.
A strange woman seems to just stand motionless on the side of the road. Rifki is freaked out, and since this is his only way home, he decides to just run past the bizarre woman. But when he turns to look back, she has disappeared. The chilling figure appears to be a woman in a dress with her hair covering her face. Rifki is uncertain of what he has just witnessed and wonders if he captured something paranormal. So
I mean, if that was a real person, that is freaky in itself. But she would just be stood there like that. How quick she just disappeared. I mean, she could have jumped down there if it was a setup. It wasn't a setup. That is some freaky shit, whether it's a real person or a ghost.
was this a real ghost caught on camera? Or just someone acting really strange? I leave it up to you to decide. Shivers. Paranormal investigators Casey and Colton from the popular ghost hunting channel Mindset TV travel to Colorado to spend the night in a house that is isolated in the middle of the dark, snow-covered woods. The house's owner, Sarah, says that when she's in bed at night, she often hears the creepy sounds of children playing outside her window, even though the temperatures are below freezing and there are no neighbors anywhere nearby. Well, Sarah found out that a boy who had previously lived in the house fell through the ice in the creek right behind their home and drowned. Casey and Colton are invited to spend the night at the house to investigate. As they explore the home, they immediately find something very strange.
Hey. This looks like, what the f? Fingerprints. Like dog. Like dog nose, you know, that drips down. You know what I'm talking about? Like when a dog like sticks their nose constantly?
That absolutely does not look like that. That looks like fingers.
Next, the guys decide to venture out into the snowy night to explore the creek behind the house. And things just get weirder.
Ooh. Hey. Real quick. No boy.
Whoa.
Do these look like adult footprints or?
No.
Those look like kids, right?
When we approached the bridge, we looked down and there was these single file, like, small footprints, definitely smaller than ours.
Here, wait, check this out. Hold on. I just want to do this for the viewer's sake. Here,
it still snows, they're quite fresh.
This is the size of one of my footprints. That's an adult footprint. Those are tiny, huh?
Yeah. Small child shoes to just, something just like sprinted across the bridge. You still see the impression of the foot. Look at them, like they ran across it.
Hey, there's no more footprints.
Huh?
There's no more footprints. They stopped. They didn't even get all the way, they got like right here on the other side of the creek. But look at the bridge.
Yeah.
They stopped.
That is bizarre.
There's none around here.
Where did it go?
That's wild.
Unless he walked backwards.
The Mindseed TV team find what appears to be a child's fingerprints on the house's window.
That's a lot of fingerprints.
Small footprints outside in the snow. They try to make contact with the spirit that might be haunting the home, but they don't really have much luck.
That's a good idea. You think there's a ghost, so you use a fucking Ouija board. I'm pretty sure one of these guys is the guy that said that something's followed him home. I can't think why.
So they decide to just set up a static camera and head to bed for the night. But, just like the homeowner Sarah had told them, they hear something strange from outside their bedroom window.
Do you hear that? Yeah. Sounds like a song. That's weird, bro.
Why would somebody be outside singing at that time in the morning?
That's weird, dude. We should get the flashlight. That's weird.
The guys hear a strange sing-song voice coming from outside and decide to head out to investigate. But just as they start to put on their warmer clothing, Casey catches a glimpse of something through the downstairs window. Something downright chilling.
Snow is chilling.
Hey, cut the light. I swear I saw something move outside, and when I asked Colton to turn off the lights, I was not prepared for what we both saw. Hey, cut the light. Dude, I swear to God, I just saw something run past, like, outside. Something moved. What is that? Do you see that right there?
Dude.
What is that? Oh, bro, it's moving. It's moving. What the is that? Oh, dude. What the, bro?
Over that bridge again, is it?
I thought that was a shadow.
Bro, it like disappeared.
Dude, I'm feeling all types of weird right now, dude.
So the guys have seen fingerprints and footprints, heard childlike singing, and creepiest of all, they now see a small shadowy figure that seems to just be watching them from the bridge across the frozen creek.
Yep, that would freak me right out.
It should be noted the temperature was freezing that night. The
More than
snow
freezing.
was thick on the ground, and there were even warning signs of hungry bears in the area. So it seems highly unlikely that anyone would be standing all alone in the dark on that little bridge. But as always, let me know what you think down in the comments. You can watch this entire investigation and many more over on the YouTube channel.
Still freaky.
Mindseed TV.
The singing, the fingerprints.
What is that? Do you see that right there?
Could be a bear. Bears do stand up on two legs.
Oh, bro, it's moving. It's moving.
And then it's dropped down.
What is that?
A little bear.
Dude. What the, bro?
I can't.
When you add that into everything else, I can see why they would be so freaked.
Story time. Laura from the YouTube channel Laura's Kitchen regularly uploads fun videos sharing her tasty recipes and love for cooking. One night she decides to go live on YouTube along with her son Max. While telling a story about her son, something happens that shocks them both.
We bought the dog these buttons, and they're programmed. That one says play, right, when he steps on it? So anyways, for a month, Oscar has been walking around the house saying to me, your mom is dead. And it really got me upset. It was getting me very emotional because she did pass away like 20 years ago. And I'm like, why are you doing that? Like, you know, for a solid month. And then finally he stopped getting a reaction out of me. So we were...
Why would he look at his mother, who has lost her mum, and say, your mum is dead? Horrible, horrible little shit.
At the back door, the dog had to pee, and there's a button that says pee pee by the back door. And I'm like, wow, you know, it's been quiet. Oscar has not bothered me all day. This is great. I think he's finally over this, right? So I said to the dog, hit the button. You want to go pee pee? Hit the button. So he hits the button and it goes, your mom's dead. What the What was that?
Right. He's recorded your mum's dead on the dog toy. Why? Why would you say something like that to your own mum? Back up a door. That was freaky.
So anyways, I hear in the back by the stairs, because the stairs are in the opposite direction, I hear so yeah, that's an evil story. Evil story.
You're an evil kid. I don't know why you're laughing.
Oh my god. Oh, Tracy saying hi. Oh. What else are we hearing here? Is my house haunted? Is my house haunted? Why? What's up, Angie? Sorry, typing too fast to spell it right. I don't know. Sometimes I get a feeling there's something happening in my house, but I don't.
You missed the cupboard door.
Oh, no. Yeah, it's haunted. The dog wants to go for a walk. What did she see?
I think I heard something in the background earlier, but...
I thought I heard something. Nothing's right. Sorry, typing too fast. That's strange. The cabinet behind you just opened and closed on its own. What? Is that what that was?
Cabinet behind you, open and closed on its own. But he has gone to the exact door that opened out of 4 in her immediate vicinity. Why didn't she open this one? Or these 2? No, these 2. Maybe she gone for where the sound came from. How would you distinguish which one of those doors? And then something's flown at her.
What's that? What was that?
Oh.
Get the out of here.
What the hell?
Right as Laura is talking about her mother, a kitchen cabinet opens and closes very quickly on its own. Laura hears something, but shrugs it off and continues to tell her story. Now remember that all of this happened live on YouTube. So, in Laura's live YouTube comment feed, one of her worried viewers warns her about what just happened. Laura is confused and goes to inspect the cabinet. Then, all hell breaks loose.
I'm not sure that's all hell.
A week later, and Laura's back on YouTube and reflects on what happened that night.
That night, I didn't sleep awake. Absolutely petrified. My husband came home. I didn't call him at work because I figured he would tell me I was being dramatic, and I didn't want to hear it. But anyways, small and short of it, the next morning, I went to the kitchen. I'm the first one up to get everything ready for the kids for school, and it felt normal. There was no bad feelings. It was completely peaceful. It doesn't feel like it was bad. And the more that I watched the video over, the more things kind of like, I don't know, I kind of feel like maybe it was my mom. It's just too coincidental because we were talking about
it was too coincidental.
We were telling the story. And
but you opened the exact door.
That last line about my mom is when that started happening. And the weird thing is, if you look at all my videos since over a year and a half ago, if you notice in the kitchen, oh, you can't see it from that angle. Hold on. I keep my mom right here, and she sits underneath the cupboard that was opening up. So is it coincidence? Is it my mom? If it is, do I want to stage my house and tell her to leave? Because I don't feel weird. I don't feel creeped out or violated in my home. I feel nothing. So I'm not going to do that.
So could this be the spirit of Laura's mother trying to make contact? Let me know when Grandma comes to visit.
I mean, it's a nice thought that her mum is potentially visiting her and making her presence known when her son is being a dick. But they just seemed off to me. That she didn't notice the cupboard, he didn't notice the cupboard, yet she gets up and goes directly to that cupboard door. It showed the chat feed and nobody in the chat said which cupboard door. She opens that exact door. There's just something off with that. Anywho, last
TikTok
one.
User and proud mother Valley Yunker often records short videos of her 5-month-old baby girl around their house in California.
Why is there always creepy stuff around the babies? I don't like it.
Favorite toy, when suddenly this happens.
Cat in the Hat.
The toy appears to be yanked right out of the baby's hands by some invisible force. Now, some cynical viewers of the video claim that they could see a string attached to the toy, but Valley explains in another video that the toy has a cut tag on the back that just looks like a small white line. Valley also says that she's never had anything like this happen before, but she doesn't feel any negative
Right, cool. So they explained there's not a string. What the point? Nobody in their right mind would give a child something like that and then attach a string to it that a child that small could potentially put in their mouth. Nobody is that stupid, I hope.
Presence in her home. She believes that this could be the spirit of her daughter's recently deceased great-grandma just visiting and watching over the baby. Thanks so much for watching. My upload schedule is all over the place these days, so please hit the subscribe button and the little notification bell so that you never miss an episode.
There you go. Subscribe to Nuke's Top 5. Enjoy his videos. If you have a video you want to see me react to, let me know in the comment section down below. Post links and I'll get round to recording them. There was some really freaky things in that video. There was some, I think there was some clearly staged or faked things. I mean, his son is clearly a practical joker, however bad at least his jokes may be, and maybe that was just a setup for YouTube views. The fact that she went directly to that one cupboard door out of all the cupboards in the kitchen kind of set some alarm bells ringing, and there was just something off with the behavior, the entire thing. For me, might be wrong. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think. I have been Beardo. That was top 10 scary videos to make you close the app. I am out.